Once upon a time, a woman woke up. After decades of squeezing her immense self into a too tiny box, doing Olympic-worthy gymnastics so she could be appropriate, not too burdensome, pleasing to everyone and pleasing everyone, she realized she was shrinking. She was an expert contortionist and #killing it at keeping herself small. But the box was lonely and the voice that spoke to her there too often destructive. She wondered about her voices. Not the voice that came with the box, which was a voice she knew did not belong to her, but the original ones. The ones whom she had cast aside because packing was tight. She knew she needed them in order to stop this shrinking. She had a knowing in her bones that she was born for something more than this kind of gymnastics, and thought about how she might find them again. So she called a meeting at her internal leadership circle and invited all of the lost women. But they had never before been invited to this circle, and as it is when women are too long in hiding, understandably hesitant. So no one showed, and the woman sat alone. She tried again. Miraculously, this time they appeared. But slowly and with caution, no one felt safe to step into the circle, and the woman saw that she would need to be patient and gentle with her own selves. "I have forgotten you," she said, "and for this I am sorry and ask your forgiveness. I need you now. I need your dreams and your voices and your ideas. All of you are welcome here." A few looked curious, but still afraid to move. Not knowing what else to do, the woman thought about the importance of personal invitations and called each by name. Grieving self, welcome. Self who wants to break the rules, welcome. Worried self, angry self, discontent self, welcome. Lonely self who feels like she is on the outside of a window, always looking in, and self that wants to carry everybody else's bags for them, welcome and welcome. Guilty self, jealous self, hello. Depressed self who wanted to stay in her pajamas, I'm glad you came anyway. Self who overeats and self who undereats. Confused self, abused self, welcome. Sexy self, badass boss. Creator, goddess, warrior, queen, you are the way forward. Joyful self, I'm so glad you're here. It's been a rough year, but know that you are welcome. And sweet 5-year-old self, welcome, little one. I may have forgotten you for a year or 10 or 30. You are our lighthouse and you will bring us home. I realize I do not know all of you well, she said, looking at each of them, and some of you, sadly, not at all. But I see you now, finally. You belong here, and we have work to do. From this day forward, we sit in this circle together, equal voices who get to be heard. Here, we will reteach each other our own magnificence and remember the worth we may have forgotten. The woman, surprised by the strong voice she didn't know she had, looked around and realized that all of a sudden the women had taken their seats in the circle. Filling with tears, her eyes met the eyes of each of her lost women. "Wondrous ones," she exclaimed, and then, throwing her head back, laughing, "No box would be big enough anyway." Let's do this, Wonder Women. Let's take our own breath away. Let's break through.